Hi friends, it's Joan at 10 Pentacles Tarot, and today I am going to review for you the Everyday Witch Oracle. I just finished reviewing the Everyday Witch Tarot, and that looks like this. And that deck should be, or that video should be up now, so if you want to check that out. And again, this is the Everyday Witch Oracle deck by Deborah Blake, and the art is by Elisabeth Alba. And if you like YouTube, check out Elisabeth Alba's YouTube videos if you like this artwork of her doing her artwork, which is really cool. Okay, so this is a two-piece box, top and bottom. I like them when they have the sides like this, so you can put them on your bookshelf like a book. Here's what the sides look like. Now this one is published by Llewellyn Publications, $23.99 in the US. That's the publisher's price. All right, let's take a look. This is a nice heavy box. That's what the inside looks like. Let's look at the guidebook. Do you know what? Hold it. I'm trying to go so fast, I didn't even read the back for you. Okay, the back of the box says, improve your craft with magic cats, pointed hats, and spellwork galore, combining charming images of witches in their everyday lives with brilliant wisdom that can be used for divination, magic, and calls to action. Everyday Witch Oracle makes it easy to find the answers and inspiration you need. Full of whimsy, but serious enough to help you through the toughest times, this deck and its companion book is the perfect choice for witches and readers of all skill levels. All right, now let's move on. I always love to read the backs. They always have interesting information. All right, so Wisdom for the Everyday Witch Oracle. And here's a list of also other things by Deborah Blake. She has books and other decks. We have a section about the author, about the artist, title page, publisher information, contents. Okay, let's take a look. Introduction, how to use this deck, how the cards are divided. Okay, so they're divided into earth, air, fire, and water, so the elements. That's interesting. How the cards progress. Just as the cards are divided into 4 different themes, within those themes there's a general pattern. Keep in mind each time you use the deck, these cards may mean slightly different things or call you to approach them in a different manner. Okay, cool. Sample spreads. There's a 1-card spread, 2-card spread, 3-card spread, and then Chapter 5, the cards are going to be Earth cards, grounding and practical action. And then that's card 1 is Connect with Gaia. Card 2, Hibernation and Regeneration. So that goes on. And then we have air cards, about thought and communication. So that's kind of how the suits in the tarot are divided as well. Earth, air, fire, and water. Even though they're called Wands, Cups, Swords, and Pentacles. Fire suit, creativity and passion. And the water suit, change and movements. All right. So that looks like how to use this deck with the Everyday Witch Tarot. Very cool. And to write to the author. And that's it. That is the book. Very nice. Okay, so let's take a look at these cards. They are actually really big compared to a regular tarot size deck. So this is my Rider-Waite-Smith size, and look at the difference. These are really big cards, so it's like that much bigger. Okay, so anyway, just FYI. Okay, the cardstock is, it's about the same. It's medium, bendy, glossy finish. See, there it is. And the artwork on this is similar to the artwork on the Everyday Witch Tarot, but it's not exactly the same. And so let's look at the cards. These are actually not in order, but you'll get to see all the cards and the beautiful artwork. So here we go. Healing Waters, Listening to Wisdom, and I'll do a short reading at the end so you can see how the book is written. Imagine and Envision, Prosperity and Abundance, Connect with Gaia, Meditation for Clarity, Seasonal Harvest, Affirmation for Positive Change, Plant the Seeds, Transformation and Change, Inspiration and Courage, Prayers and Wishes, Accept Love. I really like the artwork on this. Sun and Stars, Fire Magic, Go with the Flow, Affirmation for Healing the Heart, Gratitude and Thanks, Tears of Joy and Sadness, Rebirth and Reinvention, Affirmation for Acceptance, Learn from Life, Meditation for Creativity, Follow Your Dreams, Earth Magic, Make a Move, Joy and Delight, Meditation to Dig Deep, Affirmation for Growth, Air Magic, Meditation for Peace and Serenity, Give in to Passion, Cleansing Body and Spirit, Change and Progress. I love all the detail that Elisabeth Alba puts into her illustrations. Hibernation and Regeneration, Ground and Center, Speak Your Mind, Strength and Resilience, Give Love, and Water Magic. All right, so let's see how these shuffle. And if you're interested in the difference between tarot and oracle cards, please check out my video on that. Okay, so I'm going to do this. Okay, that riffle's easy to do that one. Let's do it again. These are easy to shuffle. They slide nicely. Don't stick together. Okay, so let's see how the book is written. What does the universe want the viewer to hear today? What does the universe want our viewer to hear today? All right, so let's take a look at it. This says, give in to passion. All right, let us... It's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. The colors, I just love this card. Okay, let's see what give in to passion says. All right. Okay, and of course this is in the fire section, given to passion, because of course passion is very fiery. So page 66. Okay, this is what it says. There are times in life when the best thing you can do is to give in to passion. Whether it is the fire of a new relationship, the excitement of creating art, or simply the joy of spending a day on the beach under the heat of the sun, it can be good to let yourself go and just be. As long as whatever you're passionate about is a positive force in your life, love or creativity, or just plain fun, it's important to occasionally stop worrying about being practical and simply follow your bliss. Okay, and that gives you an action. Action. Do something today that gives you that burst of energy and satisfaction. It doesn't matter what it is, as long as you're doing something that sparks that fire in your spirit. If you love to cook or bake, do that, and then share it with your friends or family. If you're a creative person, work on your art, writing, or whatever it is that you get the most pleasure out of creating. Does helping other people bring you that feeling? How about digging in the dirt in your garden or flower bed? Do that. Even if only for an hour. half an hour if that's all you have to spend. Or, there's always sex. That counts as passion too, as long as you're doing it with the right person for the right reasons. Light a fire in your body, mind, and soul, and revel in the gifts of the element of fire. Okay, and then there's a divination section. It says, this card is probably telling you that you're working too hard and playing too little. Are you putting aside enough time to do the things that you're passionate about? Have you even allowed yourself to consider what those things might be? If the answer to either or both of those questions is no, you may want to consider giving in to passion. Remember that we all draw energy from the well of our spirit. If you don't occasionally do something to replenish that well, sooner or later you'll come up empty. It may seem frivolous to spend time doing things you love just because you love them, but life can't be only about doing what's necessary and practical. Leave space for the passions of the heart, make time for the people and activities that bring you joy, and all the other aspects of your life will benefit. And then there's a magic section, and it says, light a red candle. Look at the card and see the image of the witch being carried away by her passion. Think for a moment about what makes you feel that passionate, if anything does. Then put one hand over your heart and say, Great Goddess, help me to get in touch with my inner fire and find my way to those things that will warm my spirit. So mote it be. All right, now, you may not consider yourself to be a witch. You may not be interested in witchcraft or anything like that, but these cards definitely have great artwork, even if you're not into witch stuff. They definitely have great artwork, and they definitely have really, really nice messages. So I recommend this deck. I think it's great. I think it will go really well with the Everyday Witch Tarot. And it's again by Deborah Blake, illustrated by Elisabeth Alba. So that was my review of Deborah Blake's Everyday Witch Oracle. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. It's completely free, and if you hit the notification bell, you'll be notified every time a new video is available to view. So I thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you more than you'll ever know, and I hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening, whatever it is where you are. And I hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.